You've had a bit of time off.
I have.
Away from the madness of here. I presume you still watch the Reds.
what happened to
Just as a start, I've seen this survey, come back on Monday, check the results. Yeah. No, it's been a good week, really. You know, not perfect, you know, but in terms of performances, injuries and stuff like that, but results-wise, you know, they did what they needed to do. And yeah, Saturday felt like a good one, especially with what happened later.
Yeah, to be honest, looking at if you go back 3 or 4 weeks with all the fixtures we had lined up, there was a couple of big ones there, but Brentford, to be honest, was the one I was thinking, I fancied us against Arsenal, it didn't happen, but you can understand, like, you lose at the Emirates, they're a good side, and you look at Brentford, and on paper you think, oh, Liverpool should, but it's been a tricky ground for us. And we haven't played well, and I think last season we got battered down there as well. And obviously when the news broke about Alisson not being in there, you kind of worried a little bit, but no, consummate performance. They were in it for the first 15-20, which is expected. You can't expect to just dominate teams for 90 minutes. I thought even leading up to the goal, we had a bit of a stranglehold on the game. And yeah, never really looked in danger, even when Brentford got their 1 goal back. We never looked like we panicked, and we've done that previously in the past where we've been 2 up or 3 up and like we've conceded, and you can see them going, oh no, what are we doing now?
Yeah.
And no, they're absolutely fine. Just on that, I thought Kelleher, and look, I've dug him out a couple of times this season, I thought it was superb.
He's getting better the more he's playing, isn't he? Which like feels like an obvious thing to say, really, but it is true. You can see it, and I wonder. I think the problem with being a second choice goalie is the longer you're a second choice for, the more out of practice you sort of get, really. So if you think about if it's a younger keeper, or if it's one who comes from playing a lot, when you first join, you've sort of like. You've still got that recent experience of a lot of football. So Kelleher, he's playing every week for the 19s or 21s or whatever sort of it is, really, and he's doing all those games. And then so when he first comes onto the bench and he's just playing like the odd cup games or something, I don't know, he still feels like he's a decent nick. But the longer that goes on for, the harder I guess it gets, really, because it's probably been like 3 years now since he's played regular football.
Yeah, I think it's a rhythm question as well. You point out playing the 23s or whatever, the standards maybe not there, and you can train all you like. But it's a double-sided coin as well. It's also his defenders in front of him getting used to him being there, and because it naturally you just play differently. They have different habits, and you know, not get even simple things like getting each other's way, or is he coming, is he not?
I've noticed a couple of times they've gone to his wrong foot.
Yeah.
Because he kicks on a different foot to Alisson.
Yeah, I mean, he is 2-footed, but you are right, and it's just little things like that. So I think it's not as simple as, oh, it's just more games. That is part of it, but I just think as well, it's the rest of the squad adapting to him being there, and not the other fella. And when he's been called upon, he's done really well. He made 2 cracking saves. He's unlucky with Tony's goal. Makes a cracking save there, and there was another one as well. So yeah, all sounds. Just an overall back-to-front great performance. I mean, we've got to talk about the goal as well. I mean, the first one. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it, and you know, it didn't really fit my he's not a madman narrative that I've been trying to peddle, because that was the finish of a madman. But the quality to pull that off, and you watch it back in slow motion as well. He knows exactly what he's doing. Although it did occur to me last night, I'm just happy it happened at Brentford, because it would have, I think, with like casualties on the Kop, right behind the goal. Because if you're behind the goal, you wouldn't have been able to see it.
You don't know when it's going to dip.
You don't know when it's going to dip. But I think the end all last year, at least the end was side on as well, so you'd have more of an idea. But no, the composure to do that is unreal, and you know what? There's some steel on him there to even try and attempt that, knowing that Diogo Jota's there. Yeah. You know, and there's all the story around Darwin Núñez this, Darwin Núñez that. Great, and you know, but it's not the first time he scored some cracking goals over the last couple of weeks. Ahead the last week against Burnley was a belter. The goal against Burnley away, couple of last month now, I think it was. Because then he just seems to be.
Yeah, he feels back in the goals, which is timely.
Yeah, he seems to be more relaxed as well. If that sounds a little bit weird. Like he just seems more, he's flowing a bit better.
He's a bit more relaxed.
Yeah, flowing a bit better. So yeah, all in all, but I think all the goals, I'd say, I think the McAllister's goal, if you look at that back, the people talk about passing in football and pace of the pass. The pass from Salah to McAllister was only better by McAllister's finish, but it was punched right in.
YouTube, press the button, become a member of the Anfield Wrap from the heart of the city of Liverpool. The best way to enjoy all your Liverpool-based videos, everything you need, every single day. It is the Anfield Wrap.